Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS news for Wednesday, May 26. The Ministry of Education is reporting the smooth sitting of the Primary Exit Profile PEP exam for grade 6 students. 39,000 students registered for the exam, which was held earlier today. Students will be placed in high schools based on today's ability test score, combined with the results of the grade 4 mathematics and language arts performance task exams they did in 2019. Earlier today, Education Minister Favour Williams visited Hope Valley Experimental and Providence Primary Schools to offer moral support to the students.
I know the pandemic, we all lived through it. It was a different kind of environment. We're still living through it. But I know you're here, you are resilient. So all the best again, boys and girls. All the best for the exam.
Meanwhile, 36 students from the Salt Spring Primary and Junior High School have been gifted with learning devices. The tablets were issued by Prime Minister Andrew Holness through his Positive Jamaica Foundation. The school also received a laser printer courtesy of Printware Online. So far, almost 124,000 of the 500,000 students targeted have received learning devices. As he issued the tablets, Prime Minister Holness told the recipients that the devices were not toys and should be used responsibly. He also urged caregivers to properly monitor children during online learning.
So you can't just leave the children with the devices on their own. From time to time, you have to supervise them, ensure that they are using these devices for the purpose for which they were given, which is to help them to access information through the internet that will advance their education.
Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang says the country is witnessing its lowest recording of serious crimes in over 20 years. He attributes this to the massive investment made over the last 5 years and the ministry's sound policy directives. Minister Chang says strategic emphasis has been placed on crime prevention, detection and mitigation within the JCF through the use of technology, training and physical upgrades. He points out that over the last 5 years, serious crimes, which include murder, shooting, rape, robbery and break-ins, have declined by an average of 5% per annum. Further to that, Dr. Chang says between 2015 and 2020, total serious crimes declined by approximately 24%, moving from 6,667 in 2015 to 5,086 in 2020.
Jamaican people are now becoming accustomed to our new look police force. Having provided the police the requisite multiplier over the last 4 years, we are now seeing significant improvement in policing capacity, response, as well as the crime trends.
Minister Chang was delivering his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament on Tuesday. Also coming out of his sectoral presentation, the National Security Minister says ground will be broken later this year for an autopsy suite on Orange Street in downtown Kingston.
Upon completion, it will give us a forensic pathology unit that is comparable to any in the globe, anywhere.
Pointing to other technological advancements, the minister says DNA and ballistics analytical capabilities have been increased due to the upgrading of the Institute of Forensic Science and Legal Medicine. He says this level of investment has positioned the institute to make an even greater contribution to the administration of justice in Jamaica.
For the set of trials that were scheduled in Home Circuit Court for 2021, my friend Minister of Justice, 2021 Easter term, the Institute has already completed its work and issued the ballistic certificates for 99% of the cases ahead of receiving requests.
In addition, there has been a 60% increase in the number of crime scenes connected to ballistic evidence. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is echoing calls for greater African unification for reparations. The Prime Minister made the call while speaking yesterday at the Africa Day webinar.
Africans and people of African descent must work together to demand reparations from European colonial powers for the damage caused to our people, who endured over 400 years of enslavement with continuance in post-slavery governance and economic arrangements.
Prime Minister Holness says that in the quest for justice, Africans and people of African descent should focus on eradicating the inequities which have caused many to be disenfranchised. In addition to African unity, he also reiterated his call for equitable access to vaccines for the Caribbean and Africa.
It would be the greatest setback for mankind if inequitable vaccine access were to cause uneven recovery and a widening of the development gap between the rich and poor globally.
And finally, a national hurricane preparedness campaign is to be rolled out ahead of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season. Forecasters have predicted that this June to November hurricane season will be more active than usual. Among the predictions are 17 storms and 8 hurricanes classified as categories 3 to 5 in strength. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie, made the disclosure while making his contribution to the 2021-22 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives.
Our disaster coordinators have been doing all the things necessary to secure shelters during the period and ensure that the isolation wards are in place.
In the meantime, Minister McKenzie says the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, has so far gathered more than $35 million in relief supplies for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Eastern Caribbean island has been impacted by the eruption of the La Soufrière volcano. Minister McKenzie says ODPEM has also received $3.2 million in donations for the relief efforts. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.